The actions of despondent or mentally ill people have dominated Spokane area news this week. And Spokane's police chief is looking for new ways to end the bloodshed. In just the past 48 hours, Spokane County law enforcement has responded to 40 suicide calls, including a man on Division who slashed his own throat. KXY4 Chef Humphrey working for you tonight with a look at what happened in that incident and what the chief calls near crisis conditions his officers now face. Jeff?
Nadine, the chief says suicide by cop calls for service are up in Spokane and around the country. Mentally ill or just really angry people are now very familiar with police tactics and have little trouble pushing just the right buttons to make law enforcement open fire, which is really the last thing that officers want to do.
We pay police to fight crime, but these days they spend a lot of their time dealing with people who are at the end of their rope. This morning, a man who felt he had nothing to live for was hoping officers would shoot him.
That individual stands up and immediately starts saying to the officer, "I was waiting for you guys to show up. I want to die. I want you to kill me."
The lone officer then had to keep the man away from other people in the area, but still had to maintain his distance from the knife. Other patrolmen arrived, and one of them used his long-range taser.
He falls to the ground and immediately slashes his neck several times. Fortunately for us, it's not a fatal series of cuts.
As bizarre as this incident sounds, these type of suicidal calls have become all but routine for police and sheriff's deputies. Despondent people know just what it takes to get officers to use deadly force, and the chief is now looking for new options that don't involve gunfire.
We need to get our police officers barriers, ballistic or other barriers that they can hold in front of themselves, putting distance between somebody who wants to do them harm or our community harm.
This lightweight shield is designed to fit in a patrol car but give a level of protection usually reserved for a SWAT team. The new tool could buy officers more time in tense standoff situations.
Trying to figure out how we de-escalate these situations. But part of it is my officers have to be safe first before they can de-escalate the situation.
The chief is also advocating more funding for mental health programs and wants more communication between doctors and hospitals and the law enforcement community about patients who are a danger to themselves and the public. Reporting in North Spokane, Jeff Humphrey, KXLY4.